And Nick Kypreos joins us from Sportsnet's Hockey Central analyst extraordinaire. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jody.
So good to talk hockey with you, as always. Let's kick it off with the fact that Sportsnet is where you're going to find so much hockey this postseason, and 5 Canadian clubs involved.
We're so excited. For me personally, it feels like the Olympics all over again, that you're going to start something that you know is going to be an incredible experience. And for me now to be broadcasting Canadian teams in the Stanley Cup Playoffs for the first time is a huge thrill. We're so excited here at Sportsnet.
It all kicks off this evening, or this afternoon for us out here with Ottawa and Montreal. And then, of course, the game of the day, the Vancouver Canucks hosting the Calgary Flames. Let's talk about the up-and-down season of the Vancouver Canucks and how you see this series playing out.
Well, I think it ended well. We knew that the Vancouver Canucks, when they signed Ryan Miller, and the negotiating tactic outside of the $6 million was that we were going to be a team that could compete this year in the Western Conference for a playoff spot, and they did that. You know, the difficult news for Ryan Miller is he's not the go-to guy right now, going at least into game one. That is Eddie Lack, well-deserved. He did a terrific job, as well as other goalies around the league, to solidify their respective teams in the playoffs. But it will come down to, I think, Eddie Lack and Hiller, at least early in this series, as difference makers. And Eddie Lack seems like he's up for the challenge.
And the Calgary Flames have been a big surprise out of the West. Looking ahead here, you know, this is a team on a roll, and we're looking at here in Vancouver, of course, the matchup that is Brian Burke's team versus Trevor Linden's team.
Yeah, I'm sure both of them, great friends, are looking for the challenge, and maybe a few side bets that we'll never know about are taking place as we speak. But for Calgary, much like Winnipeg, a real huge surprise all season long in the Western Conference. And you know, a lot of people talking about the matchup of their number one line against the Sedins and Alex Burrows. Hoodler had a terrific year. Unknowns, at least when it comes to now the playoffs, Johnny Gaudreau, Sean Monahan, how they're going to respond. Can they pick up where they just left off in the regular season? Maybe the difference maker in all of this, Jody, will be the blue lines, and whether or not Calgary can still create offense that they lost with Giordano, and the early answer is that they could. The last 20 games, close to 60 points from the likes of Russell, Weidman. These guys have been terrific. Even Derek Englund got into the offense in the latter part of the season. So if they can continue to create that offense, it'll be challenging for Vancouver.
Big money guys on the Vancouver squad. Obviously, the Sedins and Radim Vrbata have been playing incredible hockey down the stretch.
The signing of the year, Vrbata, in my opinion, and this guy's been terrific. He's a low-maintenance guy. Stick him on the number one line, stick him on the second line, or the 1A or 1B line. It doesn't matter. This guy's a threat. He produces. He's calm, cool, collected. Big difference maker for Vancouver all season long. Vrbata will be someone that the Vancouver Canucks will be leaning heavily on.
All right, what time are we tuning in for Hockey Central pregame this evening? Or this afternoon?
Well, we are 6:30 Eastern. So your time,
Pacific.
You do the math, 3:30 Pacific. We'll be there. Thrill for me, Hockey Night in Canada. Canadian teams, 2 matchups. It's a dream come true.
It's a dream come true here as well, and Canucks fans will likely be louder than they've ever been at Rogers Arena this evening. Kipper, always a pleasure to talk to you, and look forward to many more of these connections over the next days and weeks to come as the playoffs continue on Sportsnet and Hockey Night in Canada. Thanks for this.
My pleasure, Jody. Anytime for you.
You're so kind.